Thanks for joining us on TVC News at 7. We are staying with a kidnap story where two students of the Federal University Wukari Taraba State have been abducted by gunmen in the early hours of Tuesday from their residence. The public relations officer of the institution, Ashu Agya, who confirmed the incident to TVC News, said security personnel have been deployed to track down their abductors. TVC News correspondent Owolabi Adenusi filed in this report.
Wukari local government area of Taraba State has been on the news in the last 10 years, not for kidnapping, but over thief and Jukun communal conflicts. The local government houses two institutions, the Federal University Wukari and Kwararafa University. The two institutions accommodate thousands of students across various states of the Federation. And one major challenge confronting the students is inadequate accommodation. Now, two students who are residing outside the school campus have been abducted.
So the hoodlums came through the bush paths yesterday night and do away with some students by also beating some people around that side. But right now I can tell you that the school management is on top of the situation. There have been security personnel have been stationed and youths are out there trying to trace these people.
This bullet hole on this building where the students were abducted obviously paints a scene of a violent attack. Some residents and students also shared their experiences with TVC News.
They were just sitting here. Actually, we came to get sachet water, and all of a sudden we just heard gunshots, and those people just came in there and started flogging us with those sticks that they used to control their cattle.
To go and hide, they started beating us, started hitting us, and they started collecting people and said they want straight to where we are keeping money. They pack all the money and they pack it again. I now hide under the table inside the shop. They draw me out like this. As they draw me now, I don't know the force is too much. I just ran come out to go and sit down there. Small time, I couldn't say where my daughter. She just come and slept on my body, and they now started drawing her. I said, Jesus, this girl, she's not going. Jesus. As they just draw her, they cannot draw her from me like this. They just turn like this and move straight to the other shop like this and started shooting again.
The abductors of the students are yet to communicate or make their demands known to the parents or relatives of the abducted students. It is expected that the relevant authorities will provide enough security to the school community in Wukari to guard against recurrence of such situations.
Well, the public relations officer of the Federal University Wukari, Ashu Agya, joins me on the news to discuss the incident. Thanks for joining us on TVC News at 7. What is the latest on the abduction of these students? Are you in touch with their families? Have the kidnappers reached out to the institution?
Yeah, the university is in touch with, not yet with the family of the students, but the security personnel are on it, trying to know first what to do. And right now, I can tell you that when the youth went through the bush path this morning, they were able to pick some herdsmen from there. About 7 of them were handed over to the police for interrogation that will lead to useful, meaningful information that can lead to the part of this hoodlums. So they are still trusting them. Definitely, the parents will be contacted. The security, there was a meeting this evening with the DVC, and the security coordinator. The management had a meeting this evening.
All right. We know these students were residing off campus. Are there plans to improve accommodation on the school premises in order to limit incidents of this nature?
Definitely, this has always been the heart cry of the Vice Chancellor. Anytime he has an opportunity to make presentation anywhere, this has been his heart cry. The majority of the students, about 90%, are staying off campus. And to provide security all around for all these students, it's not that possible for the university to do that. Despite the fact that there has been provision where army and vigilante used to go around, those ones residing within the immediate environment of the university, patrolling in the night. But he has always cried. When the last time he went to for a courtesy call to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abduct, That has been one of his cries, that let the state government come into the aid of the university by providing hostel accommodation. And even to the Ministry of Education, that has been the cry, that let there be provision of hostel accommodation.
I
believe in more distant time, that will be done, even by treated individuals, if they can come to the aid of the university.
All right, but what is the level of collaboration between the university and security agencies in order to improve security in and around the campus?
Very well. There has been there is a very cordial collaboration between the university management and the security personnel. Even within the university, if you go within the university, there is where you see army. Though you will not see them moving around the university, but they have a place where they say if there is any problem, they are alerted. Even that yesterday night that happened, both the army and police went down trying to trace, but it was night. They cannot go far into the bush at night, but they went down. So the security has been of good help to the university.
All right, but just before we let you go, following this incident, yes, are you considering having students